Reuse. Tema drugih crnogorskih dana arhitekture. Kada čujemo reuse ili ponovna upotreba, asocijacije su različite. Od reciklaže materijala, urbane reciklaže, adaptivnog reuza, projekata brownfielda i sl. Želja je da ovaj podcast dođe do vas kako bismo zajedno uložili napor da sljedeći dani arhitekture budu na još višem nivou. Ove godine razgovarali smo sa predavačicama i predavačima na temu reuse. Poslušajte kako oni gledaju na to, kao i koje su teme njima važne u koncipiranju prostora i čime se bave u svojim praksama. Dobrodošli. Peter French, studio Snøhetta, Norveška. Snøhettina filozofija održivosti izgrađena je na 3 temelja. To su društvena, ekološka i ekonomska održivost. Davno smo upoznali njihov rad kroz objekat biblioteke u Aleksandriji. Postaju globalno jedan od najbitnijih arhitektonskih brendova čuvenim objektom opere i baleta u Oslu, kao i manjim strukturama među kojima se ističu restoran Ander i osmatračnice u divljoj prirodi Norveške. Na njihovom sajtu stoji: svaki dan nastojimo eksperimentisati, istraživati, učiti, testirati i poboljšati se kako bismo razumjeli kako možemo odgovorno graditi zgrade, prostore i proizvode za budućnost. I pozdravljamo sve nove ideje koje bi mogle unaprijediti naš rad i industriju. Ako ipak slučajno niste čuli za njihovo djelo, možda ne bi bilo loše da ih istražite. Taktilnost njihove arhitekture može vam se uvući pod kožu. Peter French iz Snøhette. Uživajte.
Hello, Peter. How are you?
Very good, thank you.
Welcome to Podgorica. Welcome to Montenegro.
Thank you very much.
This is your first time.
Yeah, it's been a fantastic day. The sun came out yesterday. It was a bit rainy and grey, but
You will be here tomorrow?
yeah, I'm returning home tomorrow. I've got family and work to go to on Monday, so I've got to get back.
I understand. You will be a part of that international competition for Museum of Contemporary Art and also History and House of Architecture in Podgorica that should take place in next 3 months or so.
Yeah.
You like Snøhetta, have accepted the invitation. Did you have time to visit the site?
Yeah, I went around the site this morning. It was fantastic, really. The river's really, really nice. Beautiful colour. I think it's the glacier water. I think, the deep bluey green is lovely. So are people swimming in it?
Not today.
Yeah, there was. There was a guy swimming in it. It was like,
Really?
respect.
Probably.
But the site's fantastic. The trees are lovely. Walking around, there was wild mint, so you could smell the mint on the site. It was a really nice site. So looking forward to getting started on it.
You have a lot of experience with that kind of proposals.
Yeah. But this is a nice scale. A lot of projects we do are sort of 50, 60,000 square meters. This is 10, I think, from memory altogether. So it's nice to have that sort of hands-on more of the projects. I'm quite looking forward to it.
Something that is for architects of my generation in Montenegro is kind of just a main strength of the Snøhetta is that you never really a singular. You're not a star architect. You're not someone behind the name. That is like mainstream, I think, for globally. But you are globally known, but also you have that image like Snøhetta, like platform, like some kind of brand. I would say brand. How do you achieve that kind of plural in your organization?
I think we don't have a house style, so we approach each project on its merits. So we're believers that the project should come from the location. We shouldn't import something that's sort of, alien. So every project's going to be different because it's on a different location, different site, different country maybe. So I think whatever we do is always going to be a response to the site, which is important. Otherwise it'd be less meaning, less relevant, I guess.
But you are in Snøhetta for 18 years or so, from
Yeah, a long time.
2006.
Yeah.
What was Snøhetta for you from outside, and what is today, now, from inside with all that experience?
18 years ago, I thought, gosh, these guys are really, really cool. Too cool for me. I don't think I could fit in.
You're a modest guy.
And I've been there. It's just the most marvelous bunch of people. It really is a collective that get on well with one another. All extremely talented, very, very clever, great communicators, great at what they do. And it's a privilege to be part of that. I think each project's exciting. There's always something new coming up, new thoughts on how to do things.
And now, in 2023?
It's still pretty cool. Always, yeah, it's too cool.
Is there any difference?
I think we've got a lot bigger.
function.
Back then it was probably one office. I think we were just starting the New York office then. So, that was maybe 2 offices then. Now it's 9 around the world. So it's got a lot bigger. There's a lot more. It's got to be a lot more business orientated to keep itself ticking over.
Yes, that's interesting. Excuse me. Somewhere I saw one of the Snøhetta mottos that's form follows environment.
Yeah.
You are for last maybe a decade in the Middle East and Vladivostok, I saw Russia.
Yeah.
Is that a different kind of environment versus Oslo, New York, or Podgorica?
Oh yeah. I mean, the Middle East is challenging, but it's also it's rewarding as well when you get things right. There's people have been doing a lot of good work there, how to make the summer months more habitable. Middle summer's very difficult, but the shoulder months, just after Easter and after spring, before autumn, we can make those more habitable. So experience has taught us how to do that. Vladivostok, amazing place. It's the meeting place of Asia and Russia. It's really quite spectacular, but very, very cold, unbelievably cold. So there were different challenges there, probably the different ends of the spectrum. But I think, for example, Vladivostok, we tried to make a garden habitable all year round by having it inside the building, which was quite a nice thing to do because winter months it's covered in ice and snow. It was a response to both environments, both different responses.
You didn't show anything from Vladivostok yet?
No, we didn't. No.
There is something on the site that maybe students can see from that period of your.
I'm not sure if it's on the website.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
I couldn't find anything really. Maybe not on the mainstream media.
We've got a new website, so I don't know if it's been totally updated yet.
Yes. Okay. I would like to ask you a few simple questions. Just to explain me some project proposal that you were professionally and personally involved in. The one is for refurbishment of Pirelli 35 in Milano with Park Associati.
Yep.
I'm not sure. And also the other one in Milano, ex Macello, ex Lottery House, because we are here in Montenegro and also here in ex-Yugoslav, all Yugoslav Republic. We had that kind of issue with the ex-industrial or post-industrial era, and I'm not pretty sure that our government knows what to do with that kind of buildings. What is your experience over Pirelli 35 and Macello?
Pirelli 35, it was a fantastic old building, very strange construction. So we took the facades off. They weren't really working terribly well. So we designed new facades that responded to the environment, to the views, to the sun. So it becomes quite a performance-orientated building. Big glass, so great views out. So that was quite fun. And then the most important thing was the ground plane where people, you and I would walk around. I think that's the most important thing of a
public
project.
Space.
Yeah, I think how the people actually react with it. So we made it site super permeable, so people could walk through. Again, it's increasing footfall, so the retail parts of the building can have more people visiting it, and just making it a nice place to be. The ex Macello.
Ex Lottery House.
Yeah, it's a massive building. I think we're reusing 35,000 square meters of existing buildings. So by doing that, we're saving 4,500 cubic meters of concrete that we don't have to re-pour, which is a good thing. Also, some of the structures there are very, very architecturally interesting, quite strong, braves and architectonic forms. So they're quite good to celebrate and reuse. But it's quite a minimal touch in the things we're doing. Glazing is quite minimal. We're using a lot of plants to make it comfortable. It can get quite hot in Milan, so planting trees retain moisture, so it becomes a more comfortable place to walk around.
What about that concept of powerhouses? I found something on the internet, liquid light concept and stuff. That can you explain for a wider audience what is that concept of powerhouses in total?
It's a building that produces more power than it consumes. So that's done by having a super tight, super efficient facade. So often triple glazed, highly insulated. So the amount of energy to cool or heat it, particularly in Norway, is not that great. Invariably have a lot of renewable energy in terms of photovoltaic cells on the roof. Again, that's where the form follows environment. The one in Produkcija in Trondheim, which is the most northerly energy positive building, has a slope of 30 degrees. So that produces more than twice the amount of electricity it requires over a year. So it's a good, fun thing to do, and I think we should be doing more of it. I think it's a responsible thing to do.
Of course. Just one more question for the end. From its beginnings in 1989, library in Alexandria and so on. At the beginning, I saw some article that says that in Snøhetta researching social sustainability, but over the years, maybe in last 2.5 decades, you are also researching that environmental sustainability. Do you have any advice how to work those two types of sustainability simultaneously, maybe for our government or we are a small country and we can make changes pretty quickly, I think so. And that could be our advantage if we are thinking that way. Do you have any kind of advice, social and environmental sustainability, how to put it, how to roll it together?
I think it's both of those come down to the people. I think we should be kind to people in the buildings we design. So that social sustainability is keeping them excited, interested, safe, protected. I mean, that goes back to the document from the United Nations where they said all development should be sustainable and socially inclusive. And that's what Snøhetta started doing in Alexandrina. So that's always been part of everything we do. Environmentally, again, it's comfort, using less energy, less resources. I mean, everything's in the world's finite, so we shouldn't be using all of it all at once. We should try and reuse as much as possible. I think it's,
Okay. Peter, thank you so much. It was a pleasure to talk to you.
Pleasure.